Hey sis, welcome to my channel. If you want to achieve this look, just keep on watching. First, I'm gonna start off by prepping my hair. My braids have been in for a little minute, but that's fine. I just don't like to do my braids all the time, but we're gonna start off with my alcohol. It's actually 70%. I usually have 90%, but I couldn't get it where I was actually working at the time that we have in stock. And now I'm gonna show you one of my wigs that we're gonna try on. It's a 13x4 brown lace frontal wig, and I use the Kiss foundation. And now I'm gonna start out by combing back my baby hairs to get them in place so I can start to put on my glue. And now I'm gonna hold that down with my Tresemme spray, and I'm gonna just comb back my baby hairs in place so I could be ready to put on my adhesive. I was on the phone with my sister, sorry, showing her my new blow dryer. Now we're going to try the wig on, making sure that it's in place before I start to tack everything down. Make sure that center is down, my sides. You know we're not glued yet, but make sure that everything is in place for this meltdown. Now I'm going to start off with the Ghost Bond glue, and I'm going to do that first layer there. I start off with one layer, but I start off in the center with the first layer, and then I start to work my way down through the sides, and then I do a full layer around my hairline. Now after that layer is dry, I'm going to go in with my second layer, and with this layer, it's going to be I'm going to do my entire hairline from ear to ear. Now there goes my third layer. My glue get on my nerves. And just to let you ladies know, I am getting into my YouTube more now. I will be posting more videos of me installing wigs. Even wigs I never posted, I will be dropping those videos very soon. This is just like my very first tutorial, and I had it for such a long time. I just want to share it with you guys. But I didn't do the ball cap method on this because I was in a rush. But everything else will be half ball cap method, half not really. But right now I'm going to just start smoothing out that glue for that last layer. Make sure everything is in place. Make sure I don't go outside that line. Gonna make sure it's nice and flat. Now that I'm letting that dry some, I'll show you guys my hairline. My little messed up braids. But now we're gonna lay that lace into that glue. We're gonna use a comb to lay that lace out a little bit more, flatten it out. And I'm sorry, y'all. At this time, I was living with my mama. I got my own apartment now, so that was when I had my little bedroom with my mom. But everything else is gonna be done. The ring light is in. We are not using anything that's brown lace anymore. This is just an old tutorial, but I just want to share it with you guys because I will have another tutorial I will be posting next Friday. And now I'm gonna use my rat tail comb, and now I will take my rat tail comb and I will start to part out where my lace is at. so I can get it all tacked down on ear to ear. Right now I'm just examining so I can get my right side into that glue. And if y'all realize I've been talking, I was still on the phone with my sister. I talk to my sister all the time. I love my sister two brothers. I do all of their hair also. And now I'm getting that glue tacked down on both sides. And now since I have a little flap up, I'm gonna use some more of my glue and go back in there and flatten that glue out so I can get this lace all tacked down and melted. Now as you see, I'm pressing that lace into that glue, making sure everything is nice and flat. And now I'm gonna start to part out my baby hairs. I'm going to recreate some more and use some that already of course was out, but that's what happens when you put on an old lace. You have to recreate the baby hairs. And it's one reason why I hate brown laces, because I'm not saying it's bad for my skin tone, but I just hate that it shows. And now that I use nothing but HD and sometimes transparent, I just can't stand brown lace. I don't think nobody else can. And now I'm gonna do is use my eyebrow archer. I'm from Chicago, so we call them eyebrow archers. People call them shavers and all that, but we call them eyebrow archers. And I used that to cut some of my baby hairs, my new ones. And then I went in with my Tresemme foam to shape my baby hairs. And bear with me, I had a hard time with this tutorial. I remember this day. And now I'm gonna part off where I want my part at. I wanted a side part. Just cause I don't like the lace in it sometimes. I'll usually do a middle part, but I'm gonna do a side part with this one. Now I'm trying to work my way through that frontal so I can get my part right. And I'm going to part off the back so I can lay that down flat. And I usually sometimes mold my curly hair, my deep wave, my deep curly, my curly. You know, you got the Jerry curl kind, you know. So I use my Tresemme or my wax stick to, you know, mold down where my parts are at so it can be nice and flat. And there's where I'm gonna apply my mousse. Gonna comb it down some, work that mousse through that hair. And I'm just like feeling myself a little, even though I'm not even done, you know, we all do that. But now I'm just pinning my hair back because I'm about to go back in to do my baby hair the right way, a better way. I just didn't like which way I was going the first time, but as I parted it off, I know which way everything is going to lay. And I'm going to get that little extra hair off, you know, don't need that. And you know, your eyebrow archer is one of your best friends, you know. Like if you don't want no harsh lines, that eyebrow archer is your best friend. I kind of hate a harsh line, you know. But I do love crispy parts when I do my braids and anything else. So now I'm just showing y'all how that look. And then I'm just going back in there on that part so I could define that part. Now I'm going to go back in with my Kiss foundation. I think that was in the shade Mocha. I'm not sure. But, you know, I get it from my local beauty supply store. I'm sorry, y'all. That's sudden pause. But I get it from my beauty supply store. You know, everything else I kind of order online. And if I go into the beauty supply store, I buy it up. But on a regular basis, everything else I get online or my hair is from my vendor. Now that I have a vendor, I will be, you know, selling bundles and wigs. And I forgot to say, I went in there with my LA Girl concealer with the shade, I think, Beautiful Bronze to, you know, clean that up some. And as you can see, it's starting to look like it's my hair. Starting to look like it's coming out of my scalp, just brown lace. I'm a brown girl, so it kind of works. But on a regular basis, it's all about HD, baby. Now I'm going to go in with my Tresemme root spray. And I'm going to use my rat tail comb and, like, you know, creasing up that part a little bit. Because it's such a, like, small lace. And then, like, I had to cut off, like, a little bit so much because my forehead is little. And I went in with my Tresemme to make sure I keep that concealer in place. I'm always doing that, y'all. I'm goofy. Now I'm going to go in with my wax stick. I really don't even remember the name of this wax stick, but I ordered it off Amazon like a year ago, and it still do wonders. But I'm coming out with my own hair products, so I will be dropping those details very soon. I would love for you girls to come check me out, subscribe, get to know me. I actually love to talk to people. I would never ignore y'all. But now with that wax stick, I'm just molding down a little, as you can see. And now I'm going to go in with my hot comb. My grandma always called them straightening combs, but hot comb, straightening comb. I always hated straightening combs when I was younger. I could not stand them. Like, I was the most scariest person, like, when it came to get my hair straightened. Like, my grandma straightened all of our hair, and I could not stand heat. It's better for me to do my own hair, because if somebody burn me and me not just burn myself, I wouldn't be okay with it. And after I'm done getting that nice and flat, I'm going to go in with my Tresemme mousse again and put that all over my head, to define my curls, get them looking like, I'm goddamn Dorothy Dandridge, you know what I mean? So it's period, and I want y'all to continue to check me out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, go to my IG at Queen Terra's Boutique. I will be dropping my lines of everything I will be selling, from adhesives, foams, everything. And now that I'm molding that all together, I'm fixing my baby hairs on my side, make sure that's behind my ear. But we'll have everything in stock, ladies. You will definitely know. I will be posting every week. I'm using a little bit more of that mousse to get in there. Never want your curls to be dry. I use silicone mix as well too, not just mousse. I just went back in there. I'll be, finishing that way. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ladies. I love you guys.